Hey everyone, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru. Today I'm going to tell you guys how to use the touchpad. Now this touchpad will be valid on any 2019 or newer Acura RDX, any 2021 or newer TLX, and 2022 and newer MDX. So if you guys aren't familiar, this is the new system. It's called Acura's True Touchpad. So we have a pad down here, and then you'll have your screen up top over here. Now this is definitely one of the trickiest things to learn at first in the vehicle, but guys, I promise you after today, hopefully it should be super easy. Whenever you read reviews or see reviews on the car, this is the biggest thing they talk about. And honestly, after 3-4 days, once you've actually really learned how to use it, it's really not that hard. So today I'm going to show you how to use it. So first of all, we've got 5 different squares here. On the top, you have the back button, the home button, oops, let that focus. This little guy here, I don't even know what to call this. I'll show you what it is later. And then these two, this one here and this one here, these are the actual screen buttons. So the way it works, if we look on the right side here, that is going to be this pad right here. So the way it works is you're just going to drag your finger up or down, either way, just like if you're scrolling through something on your phone. So I'm going to keep dragging down, and you guys can see that the screen changes. Now I'm not pushing down, I'm just gently resting my finger on the pad. So pretty simple. Now this button here, this is the one I'm not sure what to call it, but if you click this, it opens up a menu, and then you can select the screen that you want to go to. I just prefer to swipe up or down. I think it's easier, but you will always either have the music, navigation if you have a technology package and higher, and the clock. So going back, you can see music, nothing's on. If I swipe down, there's the clock. Swipe down again, there is the map. Now, one little trick a lot of people don't know is if you're on the music or the map, you can actually push down on the pad and it will change it, the right screen to your main screen. So I don't have music playing, but let's click it. Nothing's happening. Let me do one thing here. Turn this off. So if I'm gonna push this pad in, so just click it, the whole pad, guys, will click physically down. So let me click it again for you. You can see now it's highlighting the map. Click, and it brings it over to the main page. The big thing that you need to know is just swipe up or down. That's all it is. Now, the left side, this one is a little trickier. So you can see on the screen we have 8 icons. We have the phone, radio, navigation, CarPlay, updates, XM, shortcuts, and Android Auto. Now, the top left corner here where it says phone, this is the top left corner of the pad. So it's called a 1-to-1 ratio. So imagine if I took this screen and put it up here. So that's all it is. If I touch the top left corner, it highlights the top left corner. If I put my finger in the bottom right corner, it's the bottom right corner. Now all I'm doing is I'm just gently resting my finger on the pad. You can move it around so you can see the screen is moving around. Now, just like on your cell phone, if you swipe to the side, it's going to go to the next page. So swipe to the side. I can swipe back the other way. So I'm just going to swipe a couple times for you guys so you can see this is how you change pages in the screen. Now, to actually make a selection, this is where people really struggle. To make a selection, you're going to highlight the icon first. You're going to leave your finger on the pad, and you're going to click and release. So let me do that one more time for you guys. I'm going to highlight something on the screen, maybe over here, and click and release. What a lot of people do that is a mistake is they will bring their finger to the icon and they'll let go. Don't let go. Leave your finger on the pad so that it's highlighting the icon. Some people try and drag it and they'll continuously start in the middle and work their way to the corner. Don't do that. Highlight it, leave your finger there, click and release. So one more time, if I want to go to, navigation up here. So I would put my finger, I would highlight navigation, and once it's on there, click and release. Now, the second mistake a lot of people make is instead of click and release, they will click and hold for a second. So if you guys see there, I'll make my finger bend to make it a little bit more obvious. If I do that, you're gonna get this screen up here. If you get this screen, don't worry, you can click the back button, which is this guy right here, and that will back us out of that screen. Now, what the screen is for is, if you think about your cell phone, if you push and hold on an icon on your cell phone, it allows us to move it around. So let's say you wanted navigation in the bottom left corner. Maybe it's something that you use quite often and you just want it there to be simple. Maybe we want to move XM to this corner. Just highlight, leave your finger on the pad, click, and then you can drag it around, and then once it's there, leave your finger where you want it, click and release. So guys, just one more time, I'm gonna highlight with my finger if I want to go to the top left corner, and then click and release. So it is simple, but it definitely takes a few days to get used to it. And as you drive the car, it gets really simple, and you honestly don't use it a whole ton once you get the car situated with all of your radio stations, maps. You know, once you get everything set up, you don't use it too terribly often. Now, I'm gonna pause here for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and get my phone paired up to this car to show you guys how the Apple CarPlay / Android Auto system works, because it is a little different, and I think honestly it is a little easier. So give me 1 second here. Alrighty guys, so I got my phone paired up to the system. So I have a Samsung, so I'm going to use Android Auto. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, they both work the same when it comes to using the touchpad. So as you already know, typically it's a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning bottom right corner is bottom right of the screen, top left corner is top left of the screen. You would leave your finger where it's highlighted and click and release. When you're in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you now swipe in the direction you want to go. So if you can see here, there's this little blue circle around the icon on the top left there. If I drag my finger down, 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 I can swipe it up, 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 up. So you can see it's gonna highlight an icon, and I'm just swiping my finger down, down, down. So now it's on the bottom left corner right there. And if I swipe it up, I'm gonna go all the way to the top button there, and now it's highlighted there. To actually make the selection, once it's highlighted, you're just gonna click on the pad like normal. So now that it's highlighted, we'll go down low again, click and release. And so now you can see my screen has changed. If I wanna go to the right, I'm gonna swipe to the right, and swipe to the left, down, right, up, left. So just to continue doing it, down, right, up, left. So you guys can see down, swipe to the right, swipe up, swipe left. And then to actually make the selection, once the map or the icon that you want to select is highlighted, click and release. So I think this, when you're driving every day, is a little bit easier, especially in a case like CarPlay or Android Auto, where you're going to be using your map quite often. At least for me, I use it quite often when I'm driving, just for traffic purposes and all that. And then you can see on the right side, instead of having music, it now shows Android Auto. So if I swipe down, there's the clock, there's the built-in map, and then now it says Android Auto because we are in Android Auto. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. Just to go back to the first part of the video, in case you guys kind of forgot, with Android Auto, you swipe in the direction you want to go. So we would swipe left, swipe right, up or down. Once it's highlighted, you would just click in on the pad. When you're not on the main or on Android Auto, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So top left of the pad is top left of the screen, bottom left of the pad is bottom left, top right is top right. So wherever my finger is on this pad correlates to where it is on the screen. Alrighty, and once again, highlight it first, leave your finger on the pad. Don't lift your finger, don't do that. You're gonna highlight what you want to select, leave your finger there, click and release. And for those of you guys who are used to MacBooks, just use one finger. Don't use two, just one finger. I find that's a common mistake as well. Guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was super helpful for a lot of you guys who are struggling with a touchpad. I promise you it's not that hard. People make it out to be a lot harder than it is. And with the majority of my customers, once I actually go over the touchpad with them, they all pretty much agree that, oh, that's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. And if there's any other videos you'd like to see on the Acura side, on the Subaru side, please comment down below and let me know. Thanks so much.